Shwmae! Today is Halloween and I am knitting the darling sweater, or not darling, Daydream sweater by Kutovakika. I'm on row 8 and this is my second time casting on. I cast on a couple months ago and got to like around similar row here, which I didn't get through the repeat of row 3 and I realized I made a mistake, so it sat in the corner and Lovely Day Knits is holding a Kutovakika cow or knit along, and I decided I would join in because I have pattern, I have yarn, and I have the start of a project. So I don't remember where I went wrong the first time, so I made lots of notes. So the main thing is I have a stitch marker on the right side, so I always know if I'm on the right or wrong side. And then I have different stitch markers because in the pattern she labels her stitch markers 1 through 8. So I have different ones, 1, 2, and they change colors and shapes. And then in my notes I have like 8 is blue safety pin, 7 blue circle, so I always know when that's coming out. So yeah, I'm excited to work on this, and I did, since I started a while ago, I actually do have all my information about my yarn, my intentions, and all that. Past Ren already actually told you that, so I'll let Past Ren tell you all about it, and then I'll see you in a second. Shwmae! I am Ren Feldy, an American-British fiber artist and writer. And today is the start of autumn in the Small Seasons calendar. So I thought I would cast on. I'm currently in my new place. My family, or my little household family, we've got a house together. Which, if you hear noise, it's on a main road, so there's traffic behind you. So yeah, this is the first full week of living here. Also, with the start of autumn, I thought it's perfect to cast on. I want to cast on the Daydream Cardigan by Kutovakika. You've probably heard of it or seen it. It's beautiful. The main reason why I picked this cardigan is I want a cardigan that can also act as a sweater in a sense. So with the cardigan going all the way up top, if you have it closed, it acts as a cardigan, acts as a sweater, and then you can have it open and acts more like a cardigan if that makes sense and you understand what I mean. And then for the yarn, I have the Sidar Jewelspun Ombré, which is Aran white, and in the color Rainbow Glow. You can see it's beautiful. This actually is 100% acrylic, and I don't usually use acrylic because I'm worried about my projects being biodegradable. However, this was what was accessible to me. I bought this in Wales, where I used to live. And at my local yarn shop, it was for sale for £20 for 400 grams, which is super accessible, and some people are even able to make a whole cardigan with this one giant ball. I don't know, obviously I didn't know the size of the cardigan, the size of the needles, nor the pattern. However, I feel like this could make a huge chunk in the cardigan. I might need to get another one and or more yarn. I don't know if I'll do the same one, but that's future me's issue. I also have buttons. Didn't get them out. I don't know if you can see. They say handmade with love. And the pattern calls for clasp buttons. However, I'm not sure if I want clasp buttons or like visible buttons, and I just make buttonholes. I keep going back and forth, but I feel like once I make it up, I'll figure out what I want, and I don't know, it's just too cheesy, but the cardigan will speak to me. So yeah, I'm already obviously started. I don't intend, or I think I'm being really realistic in this project. This cowl lasts a month, the month through November. I don't actually, wait, it might actually go through December too. I know it technically starts tomorrow, November 1st, but I don't know how long it goes to. Anyways, I'm not expecting to finish the cardigan at all. I would like to get 2 split sleeves, but this will be my project for out and about pretty much, so I don't have high expectations. This might take me quite a long time. And as I mentioned, it's Halloween, and if you can't tell, you probably can't, but I have some makeup and hair done, and I am a polar bear because my baby, he's sleeping, so I'm gonna try to pick him up and show you without waking him up. But he's also a polar bear. Ugh. He burped in his sleep. So this is his first Halloween. My area doesn't really do trick-or-treating, so we're just going to his grandma's house, but that's okay. Don't really celebrate Halloween, it's just an excuse to dress up a little bit, mainly put him in a little bear outfit and be cute, and then for me to match. So yeah, I'll be doing some knitting today, and I don't know, for all I know this could be coming out a whole year from now, so next Halloween. But I hope you have a good time, whatever you're doing. And if you're making a cardigan or you joined in on Lovely Day Knit Cal, tell me what you knitted. Or maybe I've talked to you. Maybe I've talked to you in the Discord. She also has an Instagram chat. I am more on the Discord aspect just because I don't go on Instagram too much. But it's really nice having a community of people to talk to throughout it, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I've done my first buttonhole, which is not how the pattern says, because the pattern says do it afterwards. But I frogged what I started again. So this is my 3rd try making it, and the reason I frogged last time was because I realized with me using ombre yarn, my button band will be different because the pattern says do it at the end. So instead, I've casted on an extra 9 stitches on the sides, both in knit stockinette, so I'll fold it over to be, and I'll just sew it down when I finish. So for the button band, I'm just gonna use the buttons I picked out, the ones that say handmade with love. And then I'll try to show you, you can kind of see, I like casted off the first like 3, knit 2, cast off another 3, like knit 2, I don't know, that math doesn't seem to make sense, does it? I don't know what I did. And then on the second row of purling, I just casted on all the stitches I dropped. So then when I fold it over, you know, it will, I can't really fold it because there's a needle, but you can see this, the holes will line up. And then I'll probably go back after the fact, and when I go back to sew this down, I'll go in after the fact and just sew the buttonhole together so nothing can get stuck into the buttonhole. But the point is that the button slides through. So that should be fine. And that's the first one down. And when I get to the other side, I'm just gonna, put a stitch marker in for the button. Or yeah, because it's gonna be next. It's gonna be next row because I don't think I'll be able to slip the yarn through. So it'll go like just there. So I just wanted to update you because it's a little pattern modification. But I think it's looking really nice, and I am happy I frogged it because the button band will just look better matching the ombre. And if you heard any noises, that was my baby. He's behind you. He's been going nah, 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 a lot. No, he's just staring at me. He's like, who are you talking to? But yeah, this has been really fun working up, and it's way easier the third time now. And like this stitch marker I have on the right side facing, so I always know. And then I also have a row counter, so you can see I'm on just finished row 12, so I'm gonna be knitting on row 13. So yeah. It has been a while since I've updated you guys on how my Daydream cardigan is going. It's going really good. It is the end of December, so it is the end of Lovely Day Knits, Kutovakika Cal. And originally when I did the cal, I did think it was only a month, and it's 2. And my goal was to separate the sleeves, so get around here. And I'm not done with the body yet. The pattern calls for 25 centimeters of length, and I'm at 23. It's my first time trying on what I have so far of the cardigan, and I don't like it. I really don't like the way the colors are working up. I think, obviously I can't close it all the way with my needles, and the length, I will have it go longer. Is that just about my waist, and I want it to go more towards my hips, but I really don't like the colors, the way the colors are working up with the bright pink here. I feel like it makes my bust, is it just me? I feel like it makes it look like my bust is like really low, which I'm not a fan of. But maybe it's just in my head. I'll have to work it up. Obviously I have the collar to add on, and it's sitting fine in the back, but in the front I just feel like this is so much lower than I want it to be. I want it to be sitting up more like this, but it just keeps going down. I don't know, I have to add the sleeves, finish the body, and like, it's puckering, and I'm hoping it's I still have to sew down the button band, and I'm hoping it's just puckering because of the cables. I don't think my baby likes it either. Not turning out how it looks in my head. So yeah, I don't know, I'm so discouraged now. Maybe it's just because it's coming in so much at the waist because of the cord. Okay. Just keep working on the body and get some. I'm probably gonna go longer than what the pattern calls for. I definitely think I am. Wish me luck. I do think maybe it's because of the cord going in that is creating this shape and making me look bust heavy. But yeah, wish me luck. So this has been my project. I take out and about because doing the body, I didn't need a pattern for it. Obviously, I am baby wearing right now, so it doesn't close. Me and my baby are sick, which has made him extra clingy, so he's refusing to take his nap. He's awake right now, but I'm hoping he'll fall asleep soon. But even when I'm not baby wearing, it is kind of tight when I go to like pretend button it. I did buy some clear buttons to put on the back regular buttons, so I'm gonna attach the clear buttons and then fold over the button band and sew it closed. So hoping that will help, and I'm also hoping that stretching it out, blocking it Can you tell I'm not getting much sleep and I am sick? You can probably also hear it in my voice, but yeah. Well, even when I do close it, it kind of stretches a bit, which I'm not a big fan of, but I'm hoping blocking will help. Oh my goodness, I knitted down, so the pattern calls for 25 centimeters. I've done it so 40 centimeters, and now I'm gonna work on the bottom part. But yeah, I guess with the ribbing, the way the ombre works out, I'm not the biggest fan, because with the light here and the dark here, the dark is right where my breasts are. So it makes my boobs look like they're just sagging. Even if I'm wearing the most push bra I own, they look so saggy. So I'm not sure, we'll have to, once it's finished, I'll have to see my thoughts on it. Before I had, this is probably TMI, so, but before I had my baby, my bra size was a 32B, and now I'm at a 36 to 38, depending on the bra, D to double D again. That just kind of depends on the day, because I'm still nursing a bit. So, but usually it's like a 38D, which is a huge jump. So I'm still getting used to dressing for my body, but also getting used to my body. But yeah, haven't really shown working on this because this has just been my project out and about, because it's easy to do, as I mentioned. His little hand is here. So on the bus, or we're taking him to the group at the library. He's gonna be 1 next week, which, what? How'd that happen? How'd that happen? What? No, he's a baby. He's just a little baby. So he's gonna be a toddler. I'm gonna go my toddler, but I don't know. I love being a parent. I love baby wearing. So I'm not bugged, and I was even looking at, this one is good until he's like 3 or 4. But I was even looking at, I mean, if he'll let me, but I was even looking at Tula, that's this baby carrier, as a preschool one, and I've even been looking at them secondhand and stuff. I won't buy it obviously until we get closer to, because he might be sick of it. But he is a very touchy-feely baby. He loves hugs, he loves being held. He won't sleep. He loves sleeping, contact naps. So hopefully he doesn't grow out of that. But yeah, just checking in. Since I'm sick, I think this is the project I'm gonna be working on, because it is like really easy, not a lot of brain effort. I did, if you can see on the back, I've got the pin, or not pin, I've got a stitch marker for the right side and wrong side, which has made it so much easier. And then I don't know how the sleeves, here's his hand, I don't know how the sleeves will go. We'll see how that is, but I'm assuming it'll be easier because it's in the round. So yeah, just a little update before I get going. I am very excited because I finally get to work on my daydream cardigan again. I've gotten to the point, I don't know if you can see the bottom, very long because it is on my interchangeable needles, and I've gone down to the 4mm because I'm ready to do the hem part. The issue I had and why I had to take such a long hiatus is because I only bought 7 buttons, and I realized I actually need 9 buttons for the length I'm doing. And the yarn shop I got them from, the one in my town, has been closed for the last month. And when I went to the yarn shop I now normally use, which is a couple towns over, they didn't have this type of button, which just says handmade with love with little hearts. They had different types but not this size, and I just thought it would look weird to have a different color or a different type of button on the top and bottom. So I was able to do that today. So I got 2 of these, which was 15p each. And then these, I got some white buttons. This is the ones I got, excuse me, these are the ones I got at the place I usually go a couple towns over, which were 10p. But then at the yarn shop, the one in town, I got these ones for 6p. So for 4 buttons, it was only 45p, which I'm quite happy about, especially because I needed these for so long. So today, I finally get to work on my cardigan. Wish me luck. I took a 2 to 3 month hiatus from this cardigan. I was working on my end of the year socks, and since last time I've seen you, I've started the second arm. I think I finished off the first arm, and then I did the button band. I have to redo the sleeve because, as you can tell, this is way too tiny. Don't mind my toddler in the background. I did do a twisted rib because I always do a twisted rib because I like the way it looks, but it's just way too tight. But I did do a twisted rib on the bottom, and that doesn't seem to give me any issues. But again, this cardigan itself is too small, so, but this is just unrealistic. So I'm gonna undo this and recount the stitches I have when I do that. I still have to do the collar, but I did the button band, so I did it double the length, folded it in, and sewed closed. Well, not closed, but sewed it down. And as you can tell, it is bubbling so much, and I don't know why it's like that. All of them bubble. If you look at the bottom, it just does not want to be. So, I don't know, I modified it myself, the button band, because I wanted it to work with the ombre, but it's just not living its best life. And if it's a cardigan where you keep it open, it's really not going to have an effect, because you won't keep it buttoned. But I wanted this cardigan to be like, it's raining, I need a big comfy cardigan to add some color to the gray world, and this just is not it. So it's too small. It's 1 or 2 sizes too small. I don't like the button band. I don't like how the yarn ombre is, with the darker section being over my breasts. This sleeve is too cold, and I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know what to do with like failed knitting, because I don't feel like frogging it. I don't feel like frogging it because I don't like the yarn, and I don't know what I would do with it. And one sec. So yeah, I don't feel like frogging it. I don't like the yarn. It's not worth that much of my time. I just want to forget about it, but I don't know if I should just finish it, because I really don't know what to do with this at this point. I want to remake the Daydream Cardigan, and I'm going to mispronounce this yarn. Bouclé? It's the yarn that makes you look like you are sheep when you wear it. Like, it's the curly yarn, if that makes sense. So I want to remake it, so I don't know if I should just give up on this. I really don't know what to do. yeah, like I already have some like failed knitting in the sense of like the Levette sweater. I did a video on that. I don't like the way the sleeves look, and I already barely wear it as it is, and the main reason I do wear it is because it's a memento of being pregnant, and I don't know if I should redo those sleeves again, but like I'm not gonna wear this. I really don't know what to do, and it just frustrates me because I put in all this time into it, and I had the vision of what I wanted it to be, and it's just not turning out. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do to it. I'm probably gonna bring it to my guild meeting and ask, and I don't know, like I really don't care about it. I don't want to throw it out because I feel like that's a waste, but at the same time I don't have it in me to frog, so I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what I would do. Yesterday was the small bloom, the start of small bloom and the small seasons calendar, and which is kind of ironic because I know I started the Daydream cardigan at the start of autumn, and now it's almost summer. So yeah, I think I talked to my guild about it, and I think I'm just gonna put it in hibernation and let future me unravel it. I was looking at Unravelly at project notes under the yarn, and I really liked people who made like a star blanket. So my goal is in the future to make a star blanket for it, which I'll put a picture here of one of the patterns I'm thinking of doing. So yeah, it's kind of been a fail. I'm just gonna frog it, but thank you for joining me on the journey, and hopefully I will be able to make this again, a little with different yarn. I want to make it with the bouclé yarn, as I mentioned before. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this journey of attempting to make the Daydream cardigan by Kutovakika. If you want to see other projects I make, please subscribe, and if you liked it, you can like it, and if you have anything to say, put it in the comments. I don't really think there's anything else to say. Diolch.